So you may have seen my video I did where it was a bunch of black women that were mad at black men getting suited and booted, right? Doing for the community. What y'all doing for the community? Y'all ain't doing nothing for the community. What y'all doing for single mothers? They had a bunch of stuff to say. Well, one of the founders is finally speaking out. Let's go to yeahimstacie once again for the video.
You guys may have seen my video last week that I put out with the black men in suits that was put together by black men's wear that received a lot of negative reactions on social media for whatever reason. We went over that, but if you don't know, some detractors were like, what are these men in suits doing together? And some folks were even assuming the word, so they got to be deadbeat baby daddies, no jobs, everything. They were saying some really nasty things to these dudes just gathering in suits. Really questioning if they were doing anything for the community, dog. So today we have one of the founders, Neandre Broussard, clapping back, man. Check out what the homie has to say right here.
I was just really caught off guard by how many people like asking this question just because they see brothers together. That's like what they're doing in the community. And like we do a lot of stuff in the community. Like we went to New York, we did a partnership with KIPP Charter Schools and taught 250 boys about entrepreneurship, starting a business, shooting content. We partnered with Jermaine when we was in Africa to help to assist with the school that they're trying to do in Kumasi and dropping the wells there, right? When we went to Baltimore, we partnered with Synergy Baltimore, feeding those in need in West Baltimore. You know what I mean? In Dallas, we did a partnership with the Dallas Mavs that was actually at this flash mob with all of the, where all the brothers was lined up. But don't nobody ask those questions. Like they come at us in a sense of like, y'all ain't doing nothing. But like, why do we even have to do anything? Why can't we just be brothers together?
And that was my sentiment exactly as I expressed that if it had been 100 brothers shooting a music video called 100 Guns, and they was all in the street with guns, it would have been no backlash about this. If it was 100 chicks standing in the line twerking, it would have been no backlash. If they was led by Sexy Red and Sukihana, 100 chicks twerking in the street, y'all would have had nothing to say about this. So why do you have something to say now that it's a bunch of black brothers being positive, wearing suits? Why is it even a question that they have to do something for the community? Even though they are. You ain't asked Sexy Red to do nothing for the community. You ain't asked NBA Youngboy to do nothing for the community. I'm just saying.
Like, why can't we just have positivity within our community? And we choose to put suits on. Nobody ever said that the only way to be successful as a man is to wear a suit. But it's definitely, no matter what community, no matter what culture you're from, it's definitely a difference of how you carry yourself when you put a suit on versus when you don't, right?
And we all know, even if you are the thuggest of the thugs, when you go to an event and it's required that you suit up for it, you definitely gonna be in a different mode than you were if you was allowed to go with a white t-shirt and some Air Forces on and your pants sagging. That's just common knowledge. We know that. We know what he's saying here. So why would you get mad at young brothers suiting up?
Like, that's the thing that just kills us. Like, why are so many people dragging us because we're together, we're a community, we are putting ourselves to a different standard, and we also bringing the best out of each other when we in these circles and we in these communities. Like, that's what needs to be talked about. They need to ask us those questions versus making such demonstrative statements that demean us as black men because they don't do their own research, right? Do the research. Research will help you out.
Do the research. I definitely advocate for y'all to do if you would have did the research, you would have found out what they was up to, right? But I don't think even if they had did the research, these type of women that were talking this way against these young brothers just upon seeing them in suits, I don't think it would have mattered. Because I believe they wanted to paint this narrative in this manner. So even if they had did the research, they were still going to find a way to talk about these young brothers in a negative light. So it is what it is.
When people are so busy pushing narratives, I guess they don't have the time to do research. Sounds very convenient if you ask me, but I did a bit of research and found this video that this brother shared on his LinkedIn with him going more in depth about the meetup 3 years ago.
Everyone loves getting all dressed up and taking pictures, but now you can be a part of a viral sensation with a powerful message. I'm here with Neandre Broussard, founder of Black Menswear. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
You're a long way from home in Dallas, coming here to Tampa to bring us this really cool thing. Can you talk about the message behind this? Because people may have seen the pictures, but never knew what it was about.
Yeah, so really the point of Black Menswear was for us to inject positivity within the black culture, within the media.
Some of y'all about to get mad at me. Look, come on, man. We brothers. Don't listen. But look, this brother has a immaculate schnoz out here. This brother knows it is no way that his glasses could fall off his face. His nose is doing wonders for his glasses right now. I just had to throw this. Come on, man. I know y'all be trying to be all on some black power stuff, but we black. We got to make fun of each other. I know y'all looking at my teeth. I know y'all is. Okay? My teeth look, my cousin used to say this all the time. Look like somebody broke in my teeth with a crowbar. It is what it is. I had to point out the snars on this young man because it's immaculate. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on.
Right, and so about 2 years ago, there was an opportunity, in my mind where it's like, what can I do to drive positivity within the culture? Because there's a lot of negativity that was being shown.
I know some of y'all, so I don't know if y'all saw this picture, but that young brother right there, standing there, the young son suited up. I love this picture right here. I love it.
About people that look like me. And so the opportunity really within that to say, okay, what can I do? What's my mission? What's my calling to be able to inspire the next generation to be able to see themselves in a light that's different than what they may see on a day-to-day basis.
And in this landscape, viral video, pictures, that's a thing, and that can shape so much of a narrative, and that's what you're bringing here to Tampa. Can you talk about what you're doing today?
So today we're having what we call a flash mob, a Black Men's Wear flash mob. In essence, we gather guys together. They come in suits to be able to capture that content. It lasts about an hour. That's why we call it a flash mob. It's a really, really quick photo shoot. But what you get from it and the content that's created from it and the power that has, that's really what drives it all, right? And so we come together, the network, the community, the camaraderie that's there. It's a really engaging hour and a half of time where guys are able to find out about other people in the city, but then also looking at where we shoot and how we shoot. Especially with today's shoot, being able to have the shoot at a place like Perry Harvey Senior Park that has so much culture within it, for us to be able to have this that we're saying is going to change the culture moving forward and be able to shoot it at such a landscape location here in the city of Tampa makes it even the more powerful.
Such a gem if you've never been to that park. So people do have a chance to get in on this today. It's just for men. So you have about an hour to get there. You can find this on the Eventbrite you guys have.
Yes. So the Eventbrite is Tampa Flash Mob 2. Second time we've been to Tampa.
Yay!
TampaFlashMob2.eventbrite.com to where they can just go click the link. It has all the information and the details that are there. But really, from about 10 to 11:30, we will be congregating at the park to get these pictures, to have the network, the camaraderie, and produce this content that we know will help change the generations moving forward.
If I did my Instagram stalking, I believe you have 2 sons.
Yes.
What is it like to be able to shape the media that they can consume?
That's really, a driving force for it, to be able to say that I'm creating something that they will look up to and that they will appreciate and that they will value, that can really help shape their frame of reference. I mean, that's really what it's all about. It's all about creating an internal mental shift, because when you see better, you can do better. When you see something that aspires you to be great, you can be great. If all you see is negativity, then all you're going to be is negative, right? But if I can see an image that just gets me thinking, right? Gets me motivated, that pushes me to a next step or another limit to do a little bit more research or to tap into something that's in me that I would not have been able to tap into if I never saw it. If I was never inspired, I might not have ever gotten there. So really, that's the same thing that I get for them, is to inspire them through this type of content.
And of course, if you want to join, I've actually put their Instagram story on my Instagram, Jasmine Styles TV, Black Men's Wear on IG. I've also, there's a link to the Eventbrite on the Instagram page. Neandre, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck on a great shoot. I'm looking forward to seeing the pictures.
Thank you.
This is what I'm talking about, because when I saw these young brothers suited up, booted up, I was inspired. I went up to my closet and tried to put my suit on, but my jaws, I've been eating too much. You know what I'm saying? I tried to tried to button the shirt up. It wouldn't button. It wouldn't button. I got to go get some more shirts. You know what I'm saying? The suits are still fitting, but they're a little tight. They're a little tight around this area right here. I got to, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get right. But these young brothers inspired me as I know they inspired many other black men to get suited and booted and do the same. You feel different when you do this. You feel different when you get suited, and it inspired me so much to see the young sons, the young kids getting suited up as well, man. Like, oh man, it just, this is what I want to see with our community, man. I don't care what you ratchet wenches think of it. It ain't what you're trying to make it into. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm disappointed to say that when y'all see us doing ratchetness, y'all all for it. You know what I'm saying? If it's 100 guns, y'all all for it. If it's 100 chicks twerking in the street, y'all all for it. But then it's 100 brothers suited up, y'all ain't. Like, you know, that's a valuable piece of information. Knowing how to tie a tie. Like, Stacy went on to talk about that. Like, you know, it's a valuable piece of information. Knowing how to tie a tie. And you teach your other brothers how to tie a tie when they, you know, it's things you need to know in life. And the feeling that you get when you dress this way. And that's all should be needed. But y'all wanted them to do all this for the community. And they did. And you mad that they did that for the community. But it is what it is. This is boy P. Camp. Let me know what you think, what you don't think about these young suited and booted brothers. Get at your boy.